Well, today I got a little something in the mail. Um, didn't plan on doing this year, but yeah, I'm still waiting on the engine, so um, figure I might as well add one more update to it. Um, got new seat covers, you can see, but I went with an 85 version instead of the 86 that's on there now. Think it'll match the 85 theme better. Um, I like the look of the 350X. ATC looks good, but I like the 350X on there. Um, See, it's a little bit lighter, but I don't think you'll notice that after it's on how much of a difference. That could just be discoloration from how old it is. Never done a seat cover before, so I'm about to find out how hard it is. Um, I guess we'll start by getting the old one off and fitting the new one. Okay, got it off the fender. This might explain why it seemed like it tipped forward all the time. It's been cut here. Looks like some bolts were cut here. Must have been another plate there. Maybe I'll reinforce this before I put the cover on. I'll start popping out all these staples and see what length they were using. Yeah, this is pretty stiff. But yeah, I think there was a support plate that went through there. Because the other one that where it hooks was just bolted to the fender. These might have went straight through that fender too. Maybe I'll replace that and upgrade that. I can epoxy this, plastic weld and epoxy this to keep that more as a straighter thing, because it always seemed like it was always bending upward more too much. It should be more forward. So I could probably do that. Alright, I'm going to pop the staples out. I may or may not show that. Still not bad. Pretty hardened. See the wear through the seat. A little light through there. So that would have been a matter of time before that started tearing up the foam. Little foam degradation or degradation. Get that off. It was glued to the pan. There. Yep. I'll replace these. Put them up here. There was something there. There's all four of them. Put some new bolts through and clean up this pan. Okay, it's been a couple days. Epoxied in some bolts with washers here. I gave a couple tack welds. I know it won't keep the whole thing from spinning, but I'm hoping the epoxy will. Let's take a look at this. So those were the bolts that were cut out. Now they're back in there. This is the plate that got that kind of snug. Get that on there. Do a little wiggle and it will go on. But anyways, what I'm more worried about is, if you could tell that weight, it's a little wonky. That plate's a little wonky. There it goes. This one's more straight. This one's more bent out. So I gotta see which one I gotta do. Maybe this one's gotta come in a little more. I gotta just give that a tweak. And I get some washers and I can, a few nuts here. I'll torque that down, and I may or may not nick off a little bit of the tops just to make them smaller. I don't think that's going to interfere with anything, but I guess I'll see. Yeah, this one's bent outward, I think, a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to have to tweak that a little bit. Okay, maybe that's a little better view where you can kind of see it there. This one's probably got to come in a little. That one's maybe just out a little bit. I don't know how that got tweaked either. But this will go on, not right to the plastic. This has got to go through the other fender and then get attached anyway. So I may need that might be just the right length anyway. So, well, let's get it back together. Okay, I think we're ready to put it back together. All right, well, seems like it fits pretty good. It's still cold out here, so a lot of creases from when it was mailed. It's pretty much the end of the season. It's the snow hasn't landed yet, but it's getting here. So I may have to use a heat gun. I don't know, maybe just to relax this. But might have to do a music montage or something, because I'm sure that staple gun's going to be loud. So going to be a lot of flipping back and forth, and we'll see how it comes out, huh? These look all right. I gotta get this fixed. Okay, so I took out the staples back to this point. That seems to be where it started to drift a little bit. So maybe I'll just center up this front and bring it back in. Maybe I should have started at the front. I don't know. But let's try that. They came out pretty easy. So, see if I can get lined up here. Warms up, wears in a little bit. That should be good. Get that lined up. Got a little bubble there. That might work its way out or wear itself in. If not, I can snug it up a little more and tack her in. All right, let's get the seat put back together. Okay, hardware's back on. So let's see how that looks back on the machine. Yeah, definitely got to warm her up and get some of these little light wrinkles out. Those are just from it sitting. But I like it. Yeah. Brighter blue. Seat does sit a little better. It's not tipped up as much as it was. Got a little bit of a crisper look to it. It's not so rounded. A little bit of wrinkles, but I'm okay with it. I think it's better than the rip seat, so I could still always tweak it. It's not hard to pull the staples, taunt it a little, and then and resecure it. I was using a 3/8 staple if anybody was interested too, so that seemed to be close to what came out of it. But yeah, I like it. Yeah, learn to do something else. Happy with it. But like I might have mentioned earlier, winter's here. There's not much more I can do unless I get the engine, so I'm just waiting on that now. So hopefully that gets done soon and we'll get that in. But yeah, thanks for watching.